Good afternoon, folks. Welcome back to Celtic Fans TV. It's time for full-time reaction. St Johnstone 1, Celtic 4 here at McDiarmid Park. I've got Martin and Kenny with me to go over it. Kenny, another win, another 4 goals. So what do you make of that one today?
Yeah, I mean, there's not that many away games left between now and the split, so when you're trying to protect that type of lead, these are the ones that are more of a banana skin, especially on a surface like that. I mean, it wasn't great to start with. By the end of it, it was almost unplayable for our midfield, but to come here and get 4 goals against that backdrop's brilliant. If you think about our most informed players getting into the game, Mooy, Jota and Kyogo, and they were the 3 that really turned up in that first half. With Mooy, I think he's taken us up a level now. If you think about last season, we were playing with 2 number 10s and McGregor in behind. He's more distinct. He's a number 8. So you've now got McGregor, Mooy and Hatate are number 10. I think there's more identity to that, and I think he's taken us up a little level because it gives Mooy the freedom. Some of the passes he's picking off in that first half, they've no chance. You can't defend against that type of quality, and his finish was superb. I think it wasn't without being that uncomfortable. It was a little bit uncomfortable in the first half. I think Joe Hart actually just kept their goal out. It was a bit of ability, a shot. He was a bit unsighted, but it wasn't without his reach. It's gone over his hand. Went over his hand. Yeah. So I was a bit disappointed. And then in the second half, a bit more going through the motions, really. I think we're playing within ourselves. And I think the part helped. Poor Rio, I don't think he just wants to get taken off, I think, playing in a count like that. But look, brilliant. 9 points, 13 games to go. You know, we were talking before this about record points hauls. That's maybe a bit premature, but to be having that type of discussion shows you where we're at.
Aye, absolutely. Martin Kenny's talked about the pitch there, and I thought the game was scrappy at times in the first half. We had a wee bit of defending to do in spells, but every time we went forward, it looked like we were going to score.
Aye, it did. I thought throughout the game, I thought second half, first half, it looked like we could just score if we really, really wanted to, and at times we were toying with St Johnstone. And sometimes I think because we create so many chances, you're not necessarily excited when a chance comes. There'll be another one in a minute. You know, it felt a bit like that a couple of times in that second half in particular. The ball goes into the box and there's 4 or 5 players, and every single one of them's got an opportunity just to stick it in. And so we're a bit wasteful at times. I thought we could have turned that into a much bigger margin than it was. But as Kenny says, the pitch was shocking. I mean, it was more like a rugby pitch in the second half and didn't necessarily suit some of our players. But we still we stayed in control in the whole game. I thought St Johnstone did try and press us high at times, but it didn't work. We just played round them, and throughout the team, everybody was excellent. I thought Aaron Mooy in particular, as Kenny's called him out already. I've seen Johnstone, the Celtic fans were singing the Aaron Mooy song as he went off, and Johnstone was joining in. You know, that's how popular he is, not just with the fans but with the team as well. Yeah. So just a brilliant day, really, overall. Aye,
great performance from Mooy. Kenny, I make no apologies again for lavishing praise on Kyogo. The first goal, he comes deep to get the ball from a Taylor throw in, whips a great ball down the right hand channel for Maida, but he's on his bike, and then the ball comes into Mooy, and by the time Mooy's received it, Kyogo's made the run on the outside. It ends up a Considine own goal, but it's all Kyogo's work.
Yeah, and I think he's a bit of a confidence player, Kyogo. You can sense just looking at him now that he's really high in confidence. I think that was his 19th league goal of the season, so he's well on course to get 30 goals. I can't remember the last time we had 30 goals, maybe Lee Griffiths in that Delia season. Yeah. So his finishing is deadly. I mean, the goal that he took, that was just a complete poacher's goal. Brilliant touch, brilliant finishing. And people were starting to read his runs again. There was a period in the season there where it felt he was just a bit too peripheral. But his movement, I think with his confidence, his movement has improved again. And we're starting to find him more. And yeah, what a threat. I can see him getting 30 goals comfortable.
Martin, the goal that we lost, do you think Hart should have saved it?
I had a good view of it from where I was sitting, and you could see the boy had a bit of space and he shot, and he thought, a bit brave shooting from there, but it did seem to be in there for some while, and I thought he had a wee chance to adjust his position, Kenny, and well, I suppose he got close to saving it, and it was a rocket shot. I wouldn't mind seeing it again on the telly, but my initial reaction was, he should have done better. He did have a couple of saves, hard to be fair to him. We had one for the telly late on in the game where he made it look probably more than it needed to be, but I thought Hart was okay. You could possibly blame for the goal. I suppose we're disappointed because it's broke that run of consecutive clean sheets in there, so that was a little bit frustrating. But again, we've won by 3 goals. We've kept that sort of three goal margin victory going. I think to Kyogo, I think that's now 9 goals since we've come back from the World Cup, and I think it's 11 games. Yeah. So he's almost getting a goal a game now, and he's scored in almost every game since he's come back. So you just now expect that he's going to score in every game, and if he continues that run, he's going to hit his 30 easily.
Yeah, absolutely. Kenny, another 4 goals today. We're averaging more than 3. Well on course to break the record league tally for goals. We touched on points as well. 25 games played, 23 wins, 1 draw, 1 defeat. Remarkable levels.
Yeah, I mean, I think Brendan Rodgers holds the record, 106 points. He dropped 8 points that season. They never lost a game. We have, but they had 4 draws. We could better that. We can still draw 1 more game and still beat the record points total in history, which is a remarkable thing to be on the cusp of. But you're right, the volume of goals just comes from the depth of quality that we've got, bringing on guys like Haksabanovic. Haksabanovic was real quality there when he came on just for a few minutes, but he's almost a forgotten man now.
Aye.
People like James Forrest, legends of the club, they're barely getting in a match day squad. And the boy O that comes on, another little cameo, but so he's only played, in total, maybe 20, 30 minutes. But sometimes you look at someone and you just get a feeling inside that this is a magic in this guy. And maybe this will come back to haunt me even talking about this at this point, but the way he rolled that man there at the end to get him sent off, he had no chance. He's a bull of a boy. He's 21 years old, but he's got a magic in his feet as well. His first touch was just these little lightning little touches that are turning balls round the corner. He's a bit of a special one. I mean, I was ashamed to see Georgios go. I loved him, but it looks like we could have improved upon him.
What did you make of early on? He's a big, powerful unit, isn't he?
Aye. Well, his first touch, I heard the whole Celtic end just go, oh, gasp. It was so spectacular. He just killed the ball dead and it came into him at pace. And I think the one that Kenny's talking about, the second time he got involved in the play, I think it was two players that he sent the wrong way. For a big lad, what a touch he's got, what vision, what strength. It looks like he's got it all. And I'm sure we'll start to see the bulging, the net bulging soon as well. I think he's going to give us goals. But I think he only got 12 minutes today, didn't get much game time, but exciting. I mean, everywhere you look across the whole team, you're thinking there's no weaknesses and there's goals coming. I've been talking about this quite a lot as well. You just cannot predict. So, I mean, a wee bit the Maeda run, right? A wee bit, we play to that a little bit more than some of the other moves in the game. But there's patterns of play everywhere, and there's good technique across the whole of the pitch, and brings you something different as well. So substitutes again today were effective.
He does.
People can't stop Maeda. I know he's a one-trick pony. He'll just find space, he'll hit it, and he'll run.
Quick.
But who cares? I mean, nobody can stop him. And he gets to the byline just at will. And he can be a bit more composed at times. But, yeah, it's just echoing what Martin says there. I mean, all over the place. You get the flair of Jota, the directness of Maeda, and the brilliant goal-scoring instincts of our strikers. It's a bit of an unstoppable force.
We're so strong going forward. Abada comes on as well, by the way. Has a great chance, plays it over. Has another great chance where he should probably slide in. Kyogo. Jota hits the bar in the second half as well. It could have been any score. Kenny, of all those good performances today, can you single out somebody for man of the match?
I like Mooy just because of his first half, not his second half. It's hard to give someone man of the match based on one half, but I just feel drawn to giving it to him on the strength of what he's doing at the side at the moment. I think he has taken us up a little level. I mean, not that we needed it. We were brilliant last season. We were playing with two out and out number 10s, but he's just so pivotal in there at the moment. And I think today was at the heart of that victory based on his first half performance. I would give him it.
Yeah, Martin. Mooy
for me. I mean, he's turning into one of my favourite players now. I mean, they're all players to fall in love with. But I do remember when he first started playing for us, there was a lot of cynicism around Mooy, wasn't there? Oh, he's definitely no Celtic class. He's not good enough. Look at him now. He's fantastic. So. Shout out for the free kick as well. Free kick, unpredictable. Again, back to that bit. We don't know what's going to happen.
Just a 2 or 3 minute VAR check, by the way, for a goal for the edge of the box.
Well, that's it. So he scored 7 goals this week, right? 7 kickoffs have been delayed because of our 7. Not one of them at any point have I thought was contentious, and it's a nonsense because when I can't celebrate. I don't know what you guys. I can't celebrate now when a goal hits the net. You have to wait until it kicks off because you'd feel uncomfortable. Oh, let's not talk about VAR, but it's a complete nonsense. It's not getting any better.
That is a joke. The delays are a joke. That was a good goal though for Turnbull. He's a few recently. Again, that's another. We didn't even touch on him as a sub. Coming off the bench really strong as well.
Oh, brilliant. And again, he came into the game as if he'd played the full game, just settled in, played a few good passes, just totally at ease, not coming on, and the team's not impacted at all with substitutions other than in a positive way.
Yeah.
But free kick, something different, unpredictable.
Yeah.
But for me, over the course of the game, it was Mooy, definitely for man of the match.
Yeah, Mooy was excellent. I'm going to give it, it's like a gimmick, innit? I need to give it to Kyogo every week, but he was excellent today. There you go. Like this video, comment out your own thoughts on today's game below. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you next week for the Scottish Cup clash against St Mirren. Cheers.